Now we will discuss the basic principles of script writing. Writing for video is writing for the ear. Our writing must resemble speech. Writing scripts and news stories also means understanding that you need to get straight to the point. You must know which part is most important and when it should be delivered to the audience. There are 5 principles essential to keep in mind while writing a TV news copy. The first one is, it is spoken. It must be kept in mind that TV script is not literature. Hence, it should be written to tell a story. Being natural is vital, although we can afford to be formal to some extent. We should keep our common colloquial language so that an ordinary person can understand. We should avoid heavy words. For example, laptop is unusable will become the laptop cannot be used. In broadcast scripts, do not use abbreviations. Always write whole words. Maintain immediacy. Television is the medium of hot news. The reason why news channels resort to living telecast. There must be an element of immediacy in the story. Immediacy here means that the story should always be written in the present tense so that there is a freshness in it. It has been known recently. If the story is written in the past tense, it will look stale and people will get bored. Like, do not write, the party leader said, today the country's economy was booming. Instead, write like this. The chief executive says the country's economy is booming. The use of proper verbs gives freshness to our content. It is person to person. We should also remember that TV news is not for policy makers and bureaucrats. On the contrary, it is for all those sitting before a receiver. However, it happens to be a mass medium. TV is such a medium which means different for every person. The content you are serving to people does not need to be understood in the same way. So while giving content, it should be kept in mind that it is for every person. It will be better to adopt the concept of news for everyone. It is like you and me medium. It means that if you write a script to be transmitted through radio or TV, you are supposed to deliver the script in person-to-person format. It is sound or picture. Your scripts are delivered through sound and picture in the case of TV. Your words play a prominent role between you and your audience. Do not use confusing words in script writing. Some basic things we need to keep in our mind while script writing. First, language, and the second one is grammar. Let us understand in detail. Whether you are a producer, anchor, or reporter, you should have command over the language. Writing requires practice and persistence to master the art. You always write as you talk. The person who reads a newspaper relies very mainly on headlines, crossheads, italics, and layout to make his impression on the reader. The news broadcaster has none of these aids available to him. Remember, on TV, visuals are essential than words. Experts believe that writing a script should never be confused. It is said that if there is a doubt, cut it out. The second rule of writing style is to follow the 3 C's when a script writer writes for TV. Be clear, concise, and correct. Clear. The story must have clarity. To ensure it, we must use simple and easy words so that even a layman may understand it. Sentences should be kept short. Writing must appear to be a labored effort. Concise. Brevity is key to good writing. Long reports often result in a lack of interest among the audience. The report should not be flooded with much information. Just mention the crucial points. Correct. Facts are sacred, and hence the writer must get them right. Error of syntax should be avoided as they make the story look bad in the audience's eyes. Be honest and explain your source of information. Merely copy-paste will not serve the purpose. So, this is all about the principles of script writing. Let me now move on to the next, which is genre and formats of the script writing. In TV, the story moves forward with pictures and visuals. So the way of saying those genre changes. Yes, documentary storytelling is some of the modes that separate TV from print media. TV genre are categories of programs that have similar characteristics. It can be divided into 2 parts, fiction and non-fiction. In fiction, soap operas are considered a significant component. When we talk about non-fiction, it comes to educational programs, women-centric programs, documentaries. However, we are discussing news script writing to continue emphasizing non-fiction genre, especially news and current affairs. So, news stories are mainly of 2 kinds, hard news and soft news. Writing for a complex news story can be tricky. Here some point could be kept in mind for that. Be objective, straightforward style, to the point, active voice, and 5W and 1H. Soft news writing requires a bit of creative flair. A significant objective of soft stories is to make the reader and viewer feel good by reading or watching them. Along with getting the information, they should feel some light. Following points are essential for this. Be as creative as you can. Do not reveal the story in a moment. Put a layer by layer story in front of your audience. A particular general formula works well. Dramatized are essential. Now, next is the format of the TV script. Do you want to know about the format of the script writing? Then go to the 3rd part of the module.